Okay, so hi. So, as you can see, yes, I'm still in the hospital just like this morning. So, I'm gonna be streaming me playing this game. I really like this game, so I'm gonna go ahead.
Oh, shoot, the bulb burned out.
I'm also, my mom is actually in the hospital too, and there was a bag of mail that was sent, and she can't locate it, so now we're just gonna go ahead and I'm trying to figure out where it is while streaming at the same time.
Thanks to Prudence Rutherford, the wealthy socialite whose necklace I helped recover while solving that scarlet hand case a while back, I'm on my way to Venice, Italy. Apparently, someone there has been dressing up in a mask and cape and stealing valuable pieces of art. The news media call him the Phantom, not only because of the way he dresses, but because he leaves behind so few clues. Prudence, who loves Venice and belongs to an organization dedicated to preserving the city's art, is outraged the thief hasn't been caught yet. So she talked someone she knows at the GDIF, the Italian version of our FBI, into having me help the police in their investigation. She arranged for me to stay in Venice in the palazzo she used to own, which now belongs to a well-to-do widow named Margarita Faubourg. Beyond that, all I know for sure is that I'll be working undercover, and as soon as I arrive, the police will send me something that will lead me to my assignment. What it will be, I have no idea. But am I excited? Oh, see!
Hold on, because it's not showing up on, my stream isn't showing up on Twitter. Let me see what's going on there. Oh, it's still sending the data to Periscope. Well, just real quick, let me go ahead and go on, freaking YouTube so I can post the video. Let's see, tweet. There we go. There, it's shared. Okay, my dad said. Okay. It had a bag of my mom's mail and stuff in it. So we really need that. Senior detective. Boom shakalaka. Boom shakalaka. Boom shakalaka. Boom. Oh. Walkie walkie.
Let me out of here! Hey! Open the door! Oh, no! Well, Nancy, things are not looking good. What the heck happened? This case started out so well. I mean, what could be better than waking up in Venice, Italy?
I say Venice. Alright, I'm playing. Looking at you. Venice is so beautiful this time of year. Hilde, I found some lovely mosaics that I picked up from a friend. I'll send them your way once I find time. Liebe auswendig. Das Wetter ist munterschwung. Ich denke an dich. Ich fand in den Schulen Cartoon von Friedrich Konrad Bernard Nashyan. Wan her Nashyan will not komit. I probably butchered that so bad. But tell me why I can understand her. Okay, my mom got it. Pretty. Oh, here we go again. Mama and Papa. Mama and Papa. Venedig is gewoon wie meer. Ich dien bij carnaval, aber habe noch geen kostuum gevolgd. Ich will mich als kostuum lieve begrüben. I messed that up so bad. Okay. But you can understand it. That's the weird thing. I don't have anyone's number right now. I have Bess's, but like I can't remember it all of a sudden. Beautiful.
L'olio d'oliva, il più buono di tutti. Qui venite.
Okay, let's see. Daddy just told me, thank goodness. Okay. Put back up my comments. And we're off. Uh-oh. Is it freezing? Oh, okay. I thought my stream was
Let's see,
freezing.
what should I wear?
Nancy's wearing this. I'm the type of person who would wear this. That's legitimate an outfit for me. I don't care what anybody says. And that's exactly the way it's gonna stay too. Okay, am I gonna have to read? I'm gonna eat all the chocolate. This chocolate's so good. I wanna read the book. Okay, let's talk to him.
Hello, you must be the American Margarita mentioned. I'm Colin Baxter.
I'm Nancy Drew.
If you're looking for Margarita, she's up on the Altana, the rooftop garden.
What are you doing, if you don't mind my asking?
Right now, I'm restoring this 14th century mosaic, which means, without getting overly technical, I'm cleaning the tesserae that remain in place, repairing those that have been damaged, and replacing those that are missing with new ones custom crafted to match.
You kinda lost me at tesserae.
Simply put, tesserae are the individual tiles which comprise a mosaic.
Where did you learn how to restore mosaics?
Oxford University. That's where I'm from, actually. Oxford, England. At least, that's where I was born. I live here now and intend to do so for a very long while. Although I say that with no small amount of guilt.
Why do you feel guilty?
People like me and Helena are the reason true Venetians are slowly going extinct. We foreigners come to Venice, fall in love with her, and wind up staying. High demand for food and housing results in high prices, which in many cases means the people who were born here have to leave because they can no longer afford to live here. If I could be granted one wish, it would be to have been born here. That way I would feel entitled to live here, and I would know how to speak Italian.
You don't speak Italian?
Much as it shames me to admit it, no. Languages don't come easily to me. And since I am able to do what I do without knowing Italian, you know,
I'm sorry?
I have some slides of various tesserae.
It's
Not only are they
no.
enormously informative, but
Yes.
they're also quite beautiful. Would you like to see them?
Sure.
Marvelous. Here we go. Green may just be my favorite color. Now that's what I call indigo. Blue never looked so exquisite. Sometimes red is simply breathtaking. Fantastic!
I wonder how you get out of this.
If you like indigo,
I'm sorry, I was
this
talking on
one's
the
for you.
on.
Now that's what I call violet.
Awesome.
Magnificent shade of blue.
I'd love to see more, but I really don't have time.
Very well. I thought I had at long last found a kindred spirit, someone who shared my passion for beauty, for art, but you apparently are like everyone else, interested only in what something is worth instead of what it offers the
Yes.
soul.
No, please. I'd stay, but I really do need to be somewhere. Believe me, I think what you're doing is fascinating, and you obviously really know your stuff. In fact, that figurine in front of you, I've been dying to ask you about it. It's exquisite.
What, this statuette? Yes, it is exquisite. It's an example of late Etruscan bronze work, no doubt cast some 2,200 years ago. I'm not sure how Margarita came to own it, but she's very fortunate. It's almost impossible to find bronzetti of this quality outside a museum. You see, after they conquered the Etruscans, the ancient Romans melted down thousands upon thousands of statues like this just so they could make coins.
Interesting. Shoot, I wish I had time to hear more.
No, you go on. We can talk more later. Oh, a parcel was just delivered for you. It's by the door.
Thank you.
Right here.
All right, okay.
Yes.
One good is both, okay?
Okay.
Giving you both, okay?
Yes, ma'am. And the nausea medicine's every 8 hours?
Yes.
And the pain is every 4 hours?
3.
Oh, okay.
Buongiorno. And again, welcome to Carnas Costa. I see you finally decided to get up.
Actually, I've been up for a while.
Good for you. I got up, showered, and came straight up here. If it's the daytime and it's sunny, no matter the time of year, this is where you will find me. They say the sun gives you wrinkles and worse, and that may be true, but it also makes you tan. To me, to be tan is good. Your accommodations, they are to your liking?
Oh, yes, the room is wonderful.
You do
Thank
not
you.
mind having a roommate?
Yes.
Not at all.
Ah, you're just being polite. The last thing a young
I'm
lady
sorry?
wants when she is on holiday is a roommate.
Yes.
I warned Prudence that you would have to share a room, but she said you had to come to Venezia this week and you had to stay here. And as we both know, what Prudence wants, Prudence gets. Have you gone outside the car yet?
So, when was your last bowel movement?
Yesterday.
Yesterday. Did you take the flu vaccine?
No.
Did you
Flu.
flu vaccine? I think.
Oh, the flu vaccine? No, I didn't.
Did you need it?
No, I'm gonna get it after I get out of the hospital.
Okay, but you're not eligible for pneumonia vaccine.
Mm.
And do you have a power of attorney? Did they ask you all these questions? Power of
Yes.
attorney?
Yes.
You have a power?
No, I don't, but they asked me.
Do you want to make one?
No, I'm okay.
Just these are questions there.
Mm.
Okay. Oh. Don't move the light. Don't move the light for a minute, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. Thought I saw it. You have a heart monitor on you?
A heart monitor? Yes.
Oh, okay.
Some of the leads are off, though.
Oh, okay. Let's see if those are off. I didn't see that. I was like,
Are they here? Oh, no, not yet.
No, not yet.
Just do not forget to take your key and lock the front door whenever you leave. This is not the Palazzo Grassi, but I do have several valuable pieces of art. And with Il Fantasma, this phantom thief, running around and stealing everything, I prefer not to take any chances.
How long have you lived here?
Almost 2 years. 2 wonderful but very expensive years. The city expects homeowners like me to maintain these old buildings. But who pays for everything? We do. The Restoration Council gives us nothing, not one single euro. It is criminal.
You mean you can't afford it?
You miss the point. Just because I can afford to pay does not mean I should. It is the principle. It is the principle of the thing. Besides, being rich is something I like. If I am all the time spending money, I will soon be unrich.
I met the guy who's restoring the big mosaic in the main room. He's pretty intense.
Colin Baxter? I do not know how any man can find happiness looking at pieces of painted rock all day. Talking to him, it's like taking a sleeping pill. Que barba. But they say he is good, and so he works for me.
Who are they?
Everyone I know. All my friends own castles like this one. And since something is always in need of repair, we are constantly on the lookout for good workmen. And when we find them, we trade them back and forth like you Americans trade recipes for cookies. Olivia von Hellstein raved about the work he did for her. And what is good enough for the Countess of Schlosselbeck is more than good enough for me.
it's gonna come out eventually.
Yes. Okay.
Just hold the sheet for me. Oh, just lift your brush from here. Okay. This one is there. The one here on the right side, bottom. There's one here.
Oh,
This is there.
yes.
Let's just come up, maybe. No, it's okay. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Anything else I can do for you?
No. Thank you.
Guess I'll be going.
Ciao. And Nancy, that blouse you are wearing, you should change it.
Oh, shoot, I'm sorry. Here, I'll get those.
Oh, Nancy's nosy.
You must be my newly arrived roommate. I'm Helena Berg.
I can talk
I'm
now.
Nancy Drew. Sorry for all the commotion when I came in last night. My plane got in 3 hours late.
No need to worry about waking me up. I can sleep through almost anything. Well, I'm sure you have things to do and places to go, so I won't keep you. Oh, by the way, there's a parcel for you in the entryway. Ciao.
The Phantom struck again. Nuns at the convent of Saint Gervase awoke this morning to discover that the legendary jewel-encrusted chalice of the saint, after which their convent was named, was missing. Police report that sometime between midnight and 5 a.m., someone broke into the underground chamber in which the chalice was kept, unlocked its glass display case, and made off with the ancient relic, which is estimated to be worth at least 50,000 euros. According to head mother Sister Lucille, the thief managed to break the state-of-the-art security system which guarded the chalice without harming any of the convent's residents or damaging any property. For that we are very grateful, but the chalice is it chalice? Am I saying that right? For that we are very grateful, but the chalice is precious to us for reasons that have nothing to do with money. We beseech the thief who stole it from us so gracefully to return it the same way. Striking swiftly and silently and leaving no clues behind are signatures of the burglar popularly known as the Phantom. Police, however, say it's too early to attribute the theft of the chalice to the mysterious masked figure who has been glimpsed before and after the thefts of other valuable art objects. It doesn't matter if it's the same guy or not, said Venice Police Commissioner Antonio DiNardo. We're going to catch him. Allegedly removed from the grave of martyred Saint Gervase almost 1800 years ago, the chalice is solid gold and encrusted with jewels. Most notable are the patterns of rubies and emeralds which form the letter G on one side and P on the other. According to legend, the chalice was originally made of tin and was shared by Gervase and his twin brother Protase. Upon its removal from Gervase's grave, the tiny cup was miraculously transformed into the chalice. I'm having some pain. Please find enclosed your bank card for the Banca dell'Oro. Oh, I'm having some pain. You will find a convenient automatic teller machine in the Piazza San Marco. Please visit there immediately so that we may activate your account. Best regards, Bruno Sabion. I got a bank card. Ow, my chest hurts really bad. Oh, water. Hold on. Oh. All right. Where should I head? I don't have any money. Oh. Let's see.
La donna immobile, qual piuma al vento, muta d'accento
Pink alligator.
e di pensiero. Sempre un amabile, leggiador viso, in pianto, in riso e menzognero. La donna immobile, qual piuma al vento, muta d'accento e di pensier, e di pensier, e di pensier.
All right.
Calamari in vendita qui, solo da
Ice cream.
appena
Il più buono di tutti! Qui venite!
Ehi, avete visto in televisione quello che è successo a proposito del fantasma? No, cosa
No, che è successo?
Un poliziotto l'ha
I
visto.
can't remember what I might
E mentre
need that
stava
for,
così
but
per catturare, il fantasma si è dileguato e è diventato acqua.
I'm gonna go ahead and buy that.
Vero?
I remember what that's
Dove è
for.
andato?
È diventato... Si è sciolto, non c'è più.
Time to use my Italian dictionary.
Oh yeah, that's right. Recycling.
Pesce presto, venite, pesce presto. Vuoi fare a fine, Vania? È un bel film. Non hai tempo? Devi studiare? Va bene, alla prossima, ciao. La mia lavatrice si è rotta, Vania.
Can't get there yet. I would have to... Let's see. I would have to go here first. I'll use... Oh, Luigi. Alright.
Ciao! Antonio, come stai?
Bene, bene, tu come stai?
Molto bene, ma ti ho visto anche ieri.
Sì, ci vediamo sempre perché facciamo la stessa strada.
Just seeing if there's anything that I need. Okay, what did I just buy? How locks work. To most people, a locked door is a major obstacle. To a good detective, it is a mere inconvenience, especially one locked with an ordinary pin and tumbler lock. All that's needed to get around this obstacle is a little knowledge and something as common as a hairpin. The pin and tumbler lock is comprised of two basic parts: a cylinder and its housing. This type of lock can be set into the door, or it can be part of the doorknob. When the correct key is inserted into the cylinder can be turned. When it turns, it retracts whatever is protruding into the door jamb, and the door can be opened. But what allows one key to turn the cylinder and not all keys? But what allows one key to turn the cylinder and not all keys? Or did I read that wrong?
Scusi, posso farle una
Okay, let's go to the bank.
Ma come mai tutte le gondole sono nere?
I already got some.
Ma io pensavo che fosse tutti a lutto qui a Venezia.
No, assolutamente, vogliamo mettere in rilievo la bellezza delle nostre donne.
Che cosa?
All information below is confidential. Use discretion when discussing this case with anyone other than your contact, Sophia. After you read this, you will be provided with a pair of binoculars and a PDA. Using the binoculars, you will watch Antonio Fango, a suspect in the recent deaths attributed to the Phantom C crime dossier. The window of his office is in the Argonne building. Campo del Frau can be clearly seen from the rooftop of Ca Nascosta. Ca Nascosta. See photo above. The surveillance team at the entrance of the Argonne building will page you via the PDA whenever Fungo enters. An audio signal will alert you when to his arrival. A light on the PDA will remain on as long as he is in the building. Any suspicious or unusual activity should be reported immediately using the PDA. Press the call button on the PDA keypad to reach your contact, Detective Sofia Leboras. Background on Antonio Demetrius Fango, born in Genoa. Oh my gosh, I'm butchering all these words. June 1st, 1972, kicked out of Politecnico Tesla for cheating in December 1993. Moved to Venice from Milan in March 2006. Custom designs and installs communication/entertainment systems for homes and businesses through his company, Sognitrico. He is its sole employee. After the theft of the dog sword, Venice police received a tip that Fango may have been involved. Wiretaps, my phone just turned off on me. Wiretaps and surveillance of his business and apartment have revealed nothing out of the ordinary. His contact with people is limited. About once a week he buys an assortment of chocolates. He rarely eats out, often takes long, random, unaccompanied walks. He has no criminal record. Okay. There's the PDA. And there's the binoculars. Alrighty. That's it for now from here. Let me save. I'm gonna have to go back the way I came. I don't want another song.
That's my pager. Antonio Fango is in his office. Time to go to work.
Alrighty then.
Nancy, what are you doing?
Studying the architecture. That's what I want to be, an architect. So I'm kind of owning up.
You Americans always busy doing something. Che noia.
I guess he's not doing much of anything. Who do I call? Let's see. Let's go back in here.
Hello?
Hello, is this Nancy?
Miss Rutherford, yes, it's Nancy. How are you?
Well, to be honest, I'm rather peeved. Were you or were you not to call me just as soon as you were settled in there at the car?
I'm sorry, I should have called, but I've been very busy.
And I've been very worried. I was afraid Margarita had allowed my beloved kindness ghost to fall into such a state of disrepair that it was no longer habitable.
Oh, no, the car is fine.
Oh, that's a relief. So, how goes the case? Captain Brassica said he was going to send you a parcel. Has it arrived?
Yes, it sure has.
Good. The sooner you get to work, the better. I talked you up quite a bit, you know. Both the GDIF and the local gendarmerie are expecting great things from you. As am I.
I would have never been able to say that word.
This phantom scoundrel captured more than I do.
I'm flattered, Miss Rutherford, and I'll do my best. But it's not like I'm a superhero or anything. Like I told you, I just like solving mysteries.
Just see that you solve this one in a timely fashion, dear. We leave on a cruise in 2 weeks, and I shan't be able to enjoy a second of it until I know all those stolen works of art have been recovered.
I get the feeling Margarita's not real happy about my staying here at the car.
That is just tough tiddlywinks. Putting you up is the least she can do for me after all I've done for her.
Just what have you done for her?
I made the mistake of helping her pay for some of the repairs that reared their ugly little heads after I sold her the car. I did so not because of any legal obligation, but because of my abiding affection for the place and all things Venetian. She is such a cheapskate. I feared she would ignore what had to be done until the car crumbled into ruins.
How did she get to be such a cheapskate?
When her husband died, he left Margarita everything, which amounted to a small fortune. What he didn't leave her, however, was even the slightest clue as to what to do with it. And now, after years of bad investments and wasteful spending, she's starting to feel the pinch. But I'm afraid it's my erstwhile residence there in Venezia that must pay the price for her fiscal ineptitude.
Fiscal ineptitude.
I'll let you get back to whatever it is you're doing.
As it happens, I'm writing my memoirs. They shall be called The Principles of Prudence. Unfortunately, this has necessitated my hiring an assistant. You really must stop thinking bad thoughts about Ginger. Yes, you are. Just look how she's shaking. The other day, poor Ginger mistook the shapeless lump of leather my assistant called her purse for a doggy toy and ripped it to shreds. She's still a bit perturbed. Although, believe you me, Ginger did her a massive favor. Anyway,
Dang.
if you ever cannot reach me, it means we are hard at work. Bonne chance!
All right. That's not gonna work. 1, 5, 2, 3, 5, 4, 4, 6, 8. Okay, that didn't work either. Wait. The music changed all of a sudden and threw me off. How Venice was built, the land upon which the city of Venice, or Venezia in Italian, was built is actually comprised of 118 small islands emerging from the shallow waters at the tip of the northern Adriatic Sea. Early settlers knew what a city Early settlers knew that a city set in the middle of a lagoon would be easier to defend from marauders than one on land. They also recognized that its unique location gave it the potential of becoming an important center of trade, especially with countries to the east. So, island by island, they drove. I was getting ready to say island. So, island by island, they drove pilings made of oak and pine wood deep into the subsoil until they hit compacted clay. Using these pilings as foundations, they built houses atop them made of wood and brick and faced with heavy stone, resulting in structures that stood for hundreds of years. In fact, many of the buildings that today make Venice one of the most picturesque cities in the world were built well over 400 years ago. Most of the 150 canals for which the city is famous are natural, filled with brackish water. They are the channels which flowed between the island upon which the city was built. Some 409 bridges span these canals. Bridges that were built over smaller canals are often privately owned, which means its owners can and do charge a toll to walk across. To make matters worse, many of the small bridges have neither roofs nor walls, so that crossing them at night often proves extremely challenging and wet. The almost 2 mile stretch of water known as the Grand Canal is perhaps Venice's most well-known feature, with its vaporettos, water buses, gondolas, and water taxis. The activity on the canal itself is almost as fascinating as the grand and often colorful palaces on its shores. Many of the most spectacular sights in Venice are located near the Piazza, open square of San Marco. Most prominent, of course, is the Basilica di San Marco, the Cathedral of St. Mark, which was completed in 1094. Its mixture of Byzantine, Romanesque, and Arabesque architecture styles is indicative of the multitude of forces that help make Venice into a vibrant cultural center. Inside the basilica are numerous relics and stunning mosaics, as well as the 4 magnificent bronze horses which were taken from Byzantium during the Fourth Crusade. Nearby is the Doge's Palace, I can't read today. Nearby is the Doge's Palace, a testament to the opulent lifestyle which the dukes that ruled Venice enjoyed until the Venetian Republic ended in the 18th century. The tall bell tower, or campanile, that was built next to the basilica is the tallest structure in Venice and affords spectacular views of the city. The ancient and beautiful Rialto Bridge affords wonderful views of the Grand Canal. Best seen from the Grand Canal, the Point dei Sospiri, the Bridge of Sighs, was so named because it was the bridge connecting the Doge's Palace, which served as the seat of the government for hundreds of years, with its dungeon. It was said that people being escorted across the bridge to the prison would sigh as they looked outside, knowing it would be a long time, if ever, before they would see daylight again. Just off the Piazza San Marco in Moesco Corner, a museum with wonderful displays of medieval and Renaissance art and artifacts, while on the other side of the Grand Canal is the Galleria del Acciomedia. Its extensive collection of Venetian art throughout the ages is truly spectacular. I really struggled with reading that. Gelato. Ooh, yummy gelato. I want some so bad. No visit to Italy would be complete without at least one visit to a gelato shop. Contrary to popular belief, the Italian ice cream known as gelato did not get its name because it contains gelatin. Rather, it comes from the Italian word which means frozen. Like the ice cream with which most Americans are familiar, gelato is made from whole cow's milk and sugar, which are stirred while they are being frozen to form a dense, creamy product. Gelato, however, is usually flavored with fresh fruit and contains less butter fat than ice cream, 4 to 8% versus 10 to 18%, and less air, resulting in a healthier product with a more intense flavor. The gelato is made daily. The best gelato is made daily. It must be kept in a special freezer and is usually scooped out of trays instead of bins. Commedia dell'arte? From the 15th century through the 18th century, a form of improvisational theater known as Commedia dell'arte thrived in Italy and influenced theater throughout Europe. A Commedia dell'arte troupe consisted of 10 people, 7 men and 3 women. Like other Renaissance theater troupes, they traveled from town to town performing plays, but unlike other troupes, they did not simply act out memorized lines. Rather, everything they said was improvised, made up on the spot. I love that. They did not, however, make up the story as they went along. The troupe would work from an outline which described the basic plot broken into acts. As the Commedia dell'arte genre evolved, so did some of the characters and performers created to bring their scenarios to life. These stock characters always dressed and acted the same way and used the same props from one play to the next. The masks the actors wore also helped their audience recognize stock characters. A black mask with a long nose meant an actor was portraying a vicious, physically deformed, crafty man known as Pulcinella, while an actor wearing a mask with bushy eyebrows and heavy while an actor wearing a mask with bushy eyebrows and a heavily furrowed brow was playing Pantalone, whose greed and naivety often set the plot in motion. So compelling were the characterizations that Shakespeare and later Moliere employed them to varying degrees in their comedies. Carnevale. In Venice, Carnevale, also spelled Carnevale or Carnevale, is a winter celebration which lasts for several weeks. The Carnevale season goes from the 12th day of Christmas, January 6th, to Shrove Tuesday, the day before Ash Wednesday, which marks the beginning of Lent. Like the Mardi Gras, Fat Tuesday celebration for which New Orleans is famous, Carnevale in Venice often involves masks, costumes, and merrymaking. One of the traditional costumes likely to be seen during Carnevale is the volta, which features a white volto mask which covers half to 3/4 of the face. A black veil or cloak completes the look. Women sometimes wear a black oval mask called a moretta, which covers the entire face, but because the person wearing a moretta must hold the mask in place by clamping a button between their teeth, it's a mask that's seldom worn by modern-day revelers. Rosso, bianco,
rosso,
bianco,
bianco,
nero,
nero,
giallo,
giallo,
blu,
blu,
verde,
verde,
cane,
cane,
gatto,
gatto,
topo,
topo,
fiori,
fiori,
parete,
parete,
porta,
porta,
banco,
banco,
traliccio,
traliccio,
statua,
statua,
albero,
albero,
fontana.
fontana.
Sotto.
Sotto.
Sopra.
Sopra.
Alla destra di.
Alla destra di.
Alla sinistra di.
Alla sinistra di.
Dietro. Dietro.
Dietro.
Nella.
Nella.
Vicino.
Vicino.
Lontano.
Lontano.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to remember this. I'm gonna have to come back to this. Let's see. How long did it take me to read this book and I struggled with it? Let me get a picture of this. Because I remember. Ooh. Let me get a picture of that. And a picture of that. And I'll memorize that later on. Alright. Alright. Wait. I just wanted to know what would happen. Alright. Let me save after all of that.
Hello, Nancy, right? So, how do you like Venice?
Oh, it's incredible.
I think Venice is the most fascinating city in the world. Its history, its art, its layout, everything about it is so rich and so beautiful, and there's so much about human ingenuity. I absolutely love it.
Have you ever thought about living here?
I have indeed. In fact, every time I come here, I make an effort to meet new people. Having friends is very important to me, you see? But I don't want to move here until I can afford my own palazzo. So, until that day, I shall have to content myself with staying here wherever I can and as often as I can.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a journalist. Right now, I live in Hamburg because that's where the offices of Your Welt magazine are. I do most of my writing for them. But I know far more about Venice than I do about Hamburg. In fact, I know more about Venice than most Venetians do. I know where the best souvenir stands are, the nicest glass shops. Here, I'll make you a list of the cheapest cafes.
No, that's okay. You don't need to do that.
You don't want to know where the cheapest cafes are? Are you sure you're American?
I'm just not into touristy things, that's all.
I see.
Oh, but you could tell me what your very favorite spot in Venice is. I'd love to know that.
Oh, well, let me think. That would have to be Campo San Paolo. There's something, I don't know, something very avant-garde about it that's quite charming.
So, what do you think about all this phantom thief stuff?
I probably shouldn't say this, but I think it's great. A caped figure darting down walkways beside moonlit canals, melting mist-like into the shadows, escaping not with stolen money, but stolen art. It's all just so wonderfully Venetian.
You condone what he's doing?
No, of course not. It just captures the imagination, that's all. As far as crime sprees go, this one is rather refreshing. Il Fantasma hasn't physically hurt anyone, and has some very interesting ideas when it comes to what's worth stealing. In fact, it's altogether possible this phantom could turn out to be a woman. Whew! That would be a story I'd write for free.
Since you're a journalist and you're right here, aren't you tempted to write a story about this phantom thief person?
As a matter of fact, I am writing a story for Your Welt.
So, have you dug up anything juicy?
This case is so huge, the police are swamped. Apparently, they've got people coming in from all over the world to help track down leads. My contacts at the police station are too busy to give me the time of day, let alone a juicy tip. However, one of my non-police sources just told me something very interesting. He said the word on the street is that the next thing the thief steals is going to be a person.
He's going to kidnap someone?
A very wealthy someone. At least, that's a rumor.
Do you talk to Colin Baxter very much?
I try to talk to him, but he's so focused on his work. Having a decent conversation with him is virtually impossible. Once, out of politeness, I feigned an interest in what he was doing, and the next thing I knew...
He was showing you his Tesserae slides.
Yes! They went on and on and on! It was nightmarish. I felt like a seabird that had landed in an oil slick and couldn't fly away. The only way I could escape was to confess that I found the slides less than fascinating. Which hurt his feelings terribly, I'm afraid. But it couldn't be helped.
Yeah, the same thing happened to me.
The man is obsessed, which is a shame, really. After all, he's not bad looking, and there's a touch of intrigue about him.
What do you mean?
Once, while he was working, his cell phone rang. He immediately left the room to take the call, but as he was leaving, he picked up by saying, "This is Justin." Not Colin, Justin.
He's using a fake name?
Either Justin or Colin. One of them's fake.
I'll leave you to your writing.
It's been a pleasure. Pretty locket.
Thank you. My boyfriend gave it to me.
Boyfriend? You do have it all, don't you, Nancy Drew?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. Last time they gave me Haldol with Benadryl because Haldol makes me restless. Yes. I know. Well, maybe I can try it without Benadryl and see.
Hello again. Do you always wear that locket?
Do you like it?
It is just that... well, when one lives in Venezia, one becomes so used to true beauty that anything less tends to stand out like... dirt on a white rug.
My roommate, Helena Berg, does she stay here a lot?
This is the first time. I met her at a party which Rosetta Del Bene gave. When Elena found out where I lived, she practically begged me to let her stay here. And with Rosetta standing right there, well, I could not say no.
Why was she so insistent about staying here?
She said it was because the Nascosta is so centrally located. Which it is, outroché. But I think it was because I am so centrally located. She's what you call a social climber. Always asking me about parties. When they are, where they are, who is invited, what should she wear, whose name should she say to get in. Che schifo! The upper class of Venezia is closed to outsiders. Elena is full of voglio, this is true, but she will never be one of them. Us.
Oh.
I'll stop pestering you now.
Ciao.
Alrighty then. I guess I'm gonna talk to him again.
Hello, Nancy.
Do you live here at the Ca?
No, I have a room in a building on the other side of the Grand Canal. A very small room. But I spend so much time here and so little time there, I suppose technically I do live here.
Okay. Oh, Hi, puppy sticker. Thank you. His voice. Where have I heard that voice? The same voice actor. Oh, which game was it? It's right there. Oh well.
I've kept you long enough.
What's his name?
What's whose name?
The bloke who gave you that locket you're wearing.
Oh, Ned.
Goodbye, Nancy.
Alright. Let's see if there's anything else. I don't need a...
Check.
I really need something to notify me when I get comments, because they just won't show up. I mean, like, they'll show up, but I won't notice them. Oh, is this new? Yes. There's nothing here though.
Time to use my Italian dictionary.
Dancers wanted. Oh boy. I remember this.
If you're here for the dance audition, take a look at the dance instruction book. When you think you're ready, put the cat suit on and get on stage. If you're good enough, you can keep the suit and come by anytime you want and dance some tips. Oh, and if you're not here for the audition, beat it.
Beat it. At clubs, fans expect certain dance moves when certain sounds, cues play. For your audition, please make sure you understand which cue goes with which dance move. If ever you're dancing to a cue and a new one plays, even though the first one is also playing, switch to the dance for the newest cue. Here is a list of cues and their associated dance moves. Tech will try and provide a colored light cue to help you out on stage. Good luck. If you're given the part, you can keep the dance costume free of charge. Fuzzbell yellow. I'm gonna mess this up.
One of the medicine, the macrobid is coming. I don't have it.
The which one?
The macrobid
Okay.
is coming. I don't have it. But the pharmacy is going to sell it.
Oh, okay.
I'll give you the how though.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's see what you got. Now Get off the stage. And don't even think about taking that costume with you.
Thank you.
When the music starts, you start. Not bad. The stage.
Oh, I'm gonna have
and
to
don't
keep...
even think about taking that costume with you.
I'm gonna have to keep doing it until I get it right.
When the music starts, you start.
Ow, that hurt.
Good. Bravissima. Great job! Still some rough edges though, so take that costume home and practice. What's your name?
Nancy?
Nancy? Forget it. From now on, your name's, Punchy. Punchy LaRue.
But...
Next!
Well, I got a costume now. I know that mask. Why does it keep showing me this?
I can't dance without my costume.
All right. What exactly is it that I'm supposed to be doing next then? Tyson, well, she paid for an insurance. Maybe I should have stepped out of the way. Let's try that again. I can't seem to move. Hold on. I'll get this right. Okay, I look up and then I back up. There we go.
So, what's going on?
What made you decide to stay here this trip?
I met Margarita at a party last October, and when she heard I was going to need a place to stay when I made this trip, she practically begged me to stay here.
She begged you?
Did she ever? She's lonely and quite insecure. She wants to believe she has lots of friends in high places, but they're not her friends. Not really. And I think deep down she knows that, poor thing.
I should get going.
Have fun!
Hello, Nancy.
I've kept you long enough.
Cheerio.
Pip pip, cheerio. Sorry, I'm not talking so much because when people come in and out of the room, I don't talk because I get nervous.
You look upset.
A big urn fell off the roof and almost hit me as I was coming in.
It fell from this roof? Ma va! The edge of the roof must have crumbled out from under it. Something else to repair. Bella fare! I am glad you are all right, of course.
Of course. I'll talk to you later.
Padronissimo.
Padronissimo. What's this?
I did not write that for you to read.
I guess I'll read it later. Okay, so anyways,
I'm too far away to see anything.
what am I supposed to be looking for with him? He's still there. It's like the desk moved independently of everything else. He's just sitting there. Is his, hold on, is his window the top one or? Yep, it's the top one. He's just sitting there. All right.
Pasta fresca di tutti i tipi.
Oh, what's this? Talk to you, I enjoy these teas from the shelf. I'm gonna get sick if I eat these, huh?
Interesting flavor.
Ooh.
Ugh, I'm not feeling so good.
Nancy? Are you alright?
Oh my gosh! You're positively green! Nancy?
Ugh. Oh, I should so not have eaten those sausages.
Nancy, I've been worried about you. How are you feeling?
Much better. No thanks to you.
What do you mean?
Those sausages you left in my room gave me food poisoning.
What sausages? I didn't leave sausages in your room.
The note they came with said they were from you.
Well, someone else must have written it and signed my name, because I promise you, I did not leave any sausages or any note in your room. Besides, you don't think someone would give you tainted sausages on purpose, do you?
Sausages is a funny word for some reason.
I guess it could have been just an accident.
Of course it was.
I'll let you get back to work.
Drop by again.
Well, you certainly look better than the last time I saw you. What happened?
I made the mistake of eating the sausages that someone left for me. Apparently they were as nasty as they looked.
That's terrible. Who would have left sausages for you?
The note that was with them said they were from Colin.
Colin? You'd think someone who can see a flaw in a tiny little tile from 3 meters away would be able to pick out decent sausages.
He says it wasn't him. He says someone else wrote that note and left the sausages for me.
Why would someone do that? He probably just doesn't want to... What do they always say in the movies? Cop to it. Anyway, the good news is, whatever was in those sausages didn't do you any permanent harm. You're back to your cute, spunky teenage self.
Thanks for taking the time to talk to me.
Have fun!
Alright. Sort of at a loss of what to do next. Let's see. Let's look at my notes. Oh, I have phone numbers. Oh, look, I can call Ned. And it's 011. 011 523 555 4357.
Hello?
Hi, Ned. Or should I say, buongiorno.
Hey, Nance. I was hoping you'd call.
Is everything okay?
Everything's fine. Sort of. I mean, I'm in Bayport, staying at Frank and Joe's, just like you arranged.
You sound funny. What's wrong?
My research is going great. It's just that, well, in order to get over to the hospital library, I've been having to take the bus.
What happened to your car?
Joe happened to my car.
Oh, no. He's been tinkering with it?
If by tinkering you mean disassembling the engine and possibly the transmission and strewing the parts all over that closet in the basement he calls his workshop, yes, he's been tinkering with it.
Ned, I told you. I said whatever you do, don't let Joe do any tinkering.
I didn't know that's what you meant. He said he knew exactly how to fix that funny noise my car's been making, so I said great. I thought he knew what he was doing.
He does know what he's doing. It's just gonna take him like half a century to do it. But hey, you're taking mass transit. That's good.
Yeah, I know. I'm fine. And I'm sure my car will be fine too. So how's it going there?
Hey, before I forget, thanks again for the locket. I haven't taken it off since you put it on me there at the airport.
Good. That was kind of the idea. I just wanted you to have a little reminder of home. Well, more specifically, of me.
I don't need any reminders, Ned, but thank you. It really is beautiful. Even the guy I sat next to on the plane over here who played solitaire the whole way liked it.
It passed the semi-neurotic but otherwise thoroughly impartial geek test? Yes.
I wonder if Ned and Nancy, you know where I'm going with this. I wonder. That'd be kind of cute. Like, if anybody has ever read any of my fanfiction, you would know the kind of mindset that I have.
Want to know what my assignment is?
You bet.
I'm supposed to do surveillance on a guy named Antonio Fongo.
Surveillance? Wow.
The GDIF and the local police suspect he has something to do with the thefts being attributed to the Phantom. They're going to page me every time they see him go into his office, so I can watch him through binoculars from the roof of the place where I'm staying and report in if he does anything suspicious.
They want you to spy on someone through binoculars?
Yes, I get to do some real surveillance work. Pretty exciting, huh?
Yeah, exciting and not too dangerous.
You like that, don't you?
You bet I do.
Margarita Fulburg, the woman who owns the place where I'm staying, is a little strange.
How so?
She spends most of her time on the roof, sunbathing.
Sunbathing? It's winter there, isn't it?
Exactly. Although I must admit, it is unseasonably warm out.
And maybe she's not so strange.
It just bothers me that whenever I need to do surveillance on Fongo from the roof, she's up there too. While I'm watching him, she could be watching me.
Relax. I'm sure the GDIF checked her out before they okayed your staying there.
The palazzo where I'm staying, the Ca' Nascosta, has some beautiful artwork in it, some of which is being restored by this guy from England, who's kind of a head case.
A head case? How so?
He's your typical temperamental artist, very sensitive. You have to be real careful what you say and do around him or he'll go off on you. And? I think he may be using a fake name.
Any idea why?
Not yet.
Just be careful. He's obviously hiding something. And if you find out what, he's probably not going to like it.
I'm sharing a room with a woman from Germany who's a journalist, which makes me kind of nervous.
Why does that make you nervous?
Because journalists are kind of like detectives. They're observant, they ask questions, they snoop.
And you're afraid she'll find out you're working for the GDIF.
Exactly.
And as long as you stay on your toes, the last thing anyone's going to think you are is an undercover cop. Trust me.
I need to get going. Tell Joe I said hi, okay?
I'll let him know you called and tell him what you've been doing. Take care.
Bye.
Okay. I haven't really played that much, but the medicine that they gave me is making it very difficult for me to, like, stay awake. So I think I have to stop playing now. But no, I want to keep trying. I'm gonna see if I can keep going. Whew. The normal medicine I take for my schizophrenia is it's oral medicine, and originally they had me on NPO, but they don't want me to take that while I'm here. They're giving me something else through the IV. It makes me real sleepy. Oh yeah, Prudence. Okay, 0. Oh. 0. Excuse me. 1 7 8 5 5 5 5 7 2 7 9.
Hello, Margarita. What is it now?
Hello, Miss Rutherford. This is...
I know who this is. It says so right on my phone. But if you're calling because yet another thingamajiggy has burst a woozy Watson there in the casa, you might as well hang up right now. The Canis coast is yours, and much as it torments me to see her maimed by all your penny-pinching posturing, I'll not give you 1 more cent for repairs, not a one!
But this isn't Margarita. It's Nancy Drew.
Nonsense! If you were Nancy Drew, my phone would say Nancy Drew, but it doesn't. It says Margarita Faubourg just as clear as day, and my phone is never, ever wrong about such things. It's a true miracle of modern science.
It says Margarita Faubourg because I'm calling from the Canis Costa. It's not really a miracle, Miss Rutherford. It's just caller ID.
Enough, Margarita! I insist you drop this silly ruse right now! And whatever have you done with that wonderful Italian accent of yours? I dare say it was your most charming feature. Now you sound like a common American teenager. Would you stop waving your arms like that? It's enormously distracting. I really must go. My assistant appears to be having some sort of conniption. Say again? Really? Oh. Nancy?
Yes, Miss Rutherford, it's me, Nancy Drew. I just thought
I'm sorry, this is simply too disconcerting to have this cool ID screen on my phone say you're Margarita, and to have you say you're Nancy. Is there nothing can be done? This is intolerable.
Oh my god.
Ah. My assistant covered the display with kerchief. A clean one, I hope. So, what, as your generation says, is up?
I'd better get back to work.
Ta-ta!
Yeah, I think it's time for me to stop for now. I can't keep up. I want to keep playing though. Let me see. Let's see how far I can push this. Oh, I can push it too way further, but let's see. Oh, I forgot I had crackers from dinner. I'll see. I gotta think of what to do. Let's see. The Italian police said contact me. Highly secretive, so I'm going to have to keep my eyes open. I have to remember to call Ned. He needs to do some research at the hospital. Okay. According to the letter that was in the package, I'm supposed to go to. Okay. Was I supposed to go upstairs and talk to her? Oh look, she's gone. So he's still... He's still in his office. Yeah, I don't think I can keep this up. I gotta stop. I'm like, it's taking everything out. It's taking all of my energy to not fall asleep right here, right now. So, oh, wait. Hold up. Is there any writing?
The handwriting on this envelope is the same as the handwriting on the note that came with the sausages, which means Colin sent them.
Well.
So, what's going on?
I'll come back later, okay?
Have fun.
Okay, for real this time I gotta stop. I don't want to, but I can't keep my energy. I don't have any more energy to do this. So anybody who's watching, thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll get the chance to play some more. I've gotta rest. So thank you so much for watching. If I can get it to stop streaming.